I'm in the habit of watching YouTube videos, and if you want to get into this content game, one thing you want to do is to watch a lot of videos. I was watching a video this morning, and that video kind of got me cracking. All right, and this young man was talking about the fact that everyone was pretending. When I saw this title, it kind of got me to click on the video, because of course I understand that it could be a clickbaity title, but I didn't care, because this was one title I didn't really, or I haven't really come across. The title was just that, why everyone is pretending, and it got to me, and I realized that this is something I need to take a look at his perspective. And at the end of the day, it was thereabout, if I remember correctly, 11 minutes or 12 minutes video. I got a lot of value from that video because of the way this young man presented the case. And I felt like this is something that I need to echo out, when taking a look at what I am currently doing, having a business, having a job, having a family, fighting through all the different things that life brings at you, and understanding that yes, it is some of the things we might need to pretend at different times just to be able to get along, until it gets to that point where we can no longer pretend again. So when I watched this video, I realized that it is pretty much what's keeping us going. It's pretty much what's keeping us alive. For those of you, or someone that says, I don't want to be able to pretend, or I don't want to pretend, I'm talking about you going through a lot of shit, and you keep telling yourself, I don't want to pretend. You are going to make matters a little bit worse for yourself, because you're going to be seeing all sorts of stuff that's just going to discourage you. You're going to see your job, you're going to hate it. You're going to see your family situation, you're going to be angry, you're going to be sad, you're going to be depressed. And at the end of the day, it's not going to bring you any good. All right? There is no gainsaying the fact that situations might be very, very difficult. This young man was talking about working a 12-hour shift, which I can relate to. I have done similar stuff before in my life. Combining a job and a business, sometimes it sees you working as much as 16 hours every day. Things will be obviously out of balance. Everything will be going right, left, and center. The funny thing is that, or the most annoying thing is that, sometimes you put in so much effort, you're not getting the results that you wish for, because you think your timing is all that matters. But at the end of the day, the timing of the universe is the most important thing. It took me many years to realize this, and ever since I realized it, I became patient, and I became happy in whatever situation or whatever season I find myself. All right. And there was also a time where I felt like you pretending through the difficult phase was a bad thing. All right. But later on, I realized it is one of the things that might just keep you going, that might keep your hope alive, that might keep your faith alive. I'm not going to sit here and say that, look, some situations are not bad. You are going through a job loss, trying to get a new job, you cannot find any. You are in your job, the job is sucking out every iota of humanity from your life. You have to commute one way 2 hours. You go do the job, you come again, commute another 2 hours home.